Don't go shopping on Black Friday. Watch this preview video of the Dolphins versus the Philadelphia Eagles. What is up, Fin fans? Today, preview video, it's Friday. It's Black Friday, which means everyone and their mothers running out to retail stores. And I hate Black Friday. I really do. I used to work in retail. I used to have to deal. I worked in Best Buy for 3 years. Had to deal with the worst Black Fridays ever. Black Friday. How about this, guys? How about this? Don't go out and bum rush people and run through Walmart and Target and all these places on Black Friday. Why not grab yourself some DouglieDoWrong merch? Because for this weekend only, I'm going to give you 10 and 20% off. If you put in the promo code HOLIDAY10, you get 10% off. If you put the promo code in HOLIDAY20, you get 20% off. Again, after Cyber Monday, coupons are donezo. The deal's donezo. So for this weekend only, screw going out and trying to run over people to get stuff. Use the promo codes and you can get 10 to 20% off of my merch. So go grab yourself some. Let's get to the injury reports. 5 things the Dolphins need to do, and let's get to one of your guys' comments of the day. Like usual, pop up the injury report on my face, and let's look at the Miami Dolphins injury report. So looking at it, it's the same situation as it's always been. It's actually a little bit smaller, and I'll talk about that when it's not on my face anymore. But we see Jerome Baker's on there now, but he had full practice. The only people that really didn't have great, like you still see Fitz on there with his shoulder, but full practice. Crawley, Alan Hearns, Ryan Lewis, all these guys are on there. Limited practice to full practice, but it's nothing new. And then if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, Zach Ertz did not practice for 2 weeks straight with a hamstring injury. Will he play? I don't know, but I'm still going to be prepared for if he does or doesn't. And then other than that, we had a little bit limited practices on Alshon Jeffrey, guy who has no hands whatsoever, Nelson Aguilar, all those guys. So, yeah, that is the injury report. Got some news. Jakeem Grant, that's why I didn't talk about it with the thing covering my face, but Jakeem Grant is on IR. I don't know. I just, like, if you notice, my brain just move. Jakeem Grant's put to IR. He had an ankle injury, hurt his ankle last game. There's only 5 games left in the season. There's really no point in, because it's going to take him about 3 to 4 weeks to come back from that strained ankle injury. So there's just no point. So they shut him down and put him on IR. It's going to be interesting to see how the offseason plays out with Jakeem Grant. I know his contract, the way he signed his contract extension, we can cut him and have no cap penalty, no cap casualties or anything like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. Me personally, I'd keep him. I think the contract that they signed him with is a nice team-friendly contract, but we'll see what the team does. There's other players on the team that I think will get cut, but that's another video for another day. I'm telling you, this offseason, I got a lot planned for you guys. This is a very, very big, important offseason for the Miami Dolphins. And BHHS, re-signs back with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is the first time he'll be facing the Miami Dolphins as a Philadelphia Eagle or as any other team after we traded him away. So it's going to be a big, interesting game. So now, let's get into the 5 things the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. The first thing that the Miami Dolphins have to do, and again, no specific order from more important to least important. Also, I had a few of you guys comment on these videos saying, it's the same things. You just have to do the same thing every week and you win. Yeah, but it's different. Like when we face the Ravens, you have to deal with a Lamar Jackson who can run a lot. Then when you're facing the Cowboys, you had to deal with, Zeke, a good running game. And then when you have to deal with like the Redskins, they weren't that great. It changes. So I watch it, I do my research, I do my stuff, and then I come in and give you guys my 5 things the Dolphins need to do. Number 1, the thing that plagues us the most and is momentum stoppers, and it just really hurt us to win a couple games. There's a couple games we could have won if these things didn't happen. That's turnovers. I think we would have beat the Pittsburgh Steelers if we didn't cause those turnovers, especially the stupid one from O'Leary, who smacks the ball up and it literally falls into Fitz's hands, and then everyone loses their mind because they think he's the greatest guy in the world. He's a great player, but he's kind of got lucky. It bounced into his hands. And then you had the Bills game, marching down the field, up by 5. Throws the interception and the fumble. So turnovers, limit the turnovers. Also the mistakes, limit the mistakes. We are the least penalized team in the NFL, but the last few weeks were just real sloppy when it came to penalties and the type of penalties and the stupidity in those penalties. Limit those mistakes and those turnovers, and maybe it gives you a chance to win this game. Maybe. This is not going to be an easy game to win, especially with the decimated secondary that we have. No pass rush. This is going to be a very hard game to win. We are home, though, but we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Number 2, we have to run the ball. Now, a lot of you guys talk about, why isn't Laird getting more carries? Why isn't a lot of things happening? And I'm noticing what is happening with this team is we get down and we get behind on the points, and we all of a sudden we're down 21-0, or we're down 14-0, or we're down 17-3, or it happens real quick where all of a sudden we're down a lot, and then the complete offensive scheme goes right out the window, and all of a sudden we're passing more because they're like, all right, you're going to throw it a lot, and we will just stop the run because you guys suck on the offensive line. So we have to establish a run. We have to put Cox in there more. That's what she said. And run the ball behind the fullback. Have to establish a run, and it will help out the offense drastically. But to establish the run, we have to stop forcing Ballage. Just have to stop it. Gaskins, Laird, put them out there. And these offensive linemen need to open up lanes. Because you saw Laird got a few carries. He busted out some nice runs. So, got to get some type of run. And we also, on the flip-flop, and the flim-flam, we got to stop the run. Now, I know they have Howard is injured, and then Sproles is on IR. There's a few of their guys on IR on that. That's the reason they brought in Jay Ajayi. Still have to stop the run. We have to limit them and then make them a one-dimensional offense. You've seen the games that we've won, we've made the opposing team a one-dimensional offense. We put the ball in Brian Hoyer's hands, we won that game. We put the ball in Sam Darnold's hand, we won that game. You make them a one-dimensional offense, just pull that run out, really can help you win that game, because then all of a sudden your defense can start playing this attack defense. So really need to stop the run. The number 4 thing the Miami Dolphins have to do. Now, I talked about Zach Ertz. He didn't practice for 2 days because of his hamstring. I don't care. I'm still, if he's on the field, you got to limit Zach Ertz. Now, I told you guys about, my brain shutting off, Alshon Jeffrey and how he drops crazy passes. And they also have Nelson Aguilar. So we have to, you really have to limit what Zach Ertz can do, because this is their bread and butter when it comes to the passing offense. This is the guy who's you're in the red zone, you put everyone on him. This man's going to be jumping up, getting balls, doing everything he can. So if the Dolphins want a chance to win, you got to limit Zach Ertz, and then you have to take him out of the equation. Take him out completely. And that comes to my number 5 thing the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and you got to get some type of pressure on Carson Wentz, because we get no pressure. It's been good. There were some games where we got some pressure. We ended up winning. The Colts game, we got some pressure. Jets game, we got some pressure. But other than that, it's just those quarterbacks have a lot of time in the pocket to just sit there, sip a cup of tea, read a magazine, make a phone call to their mom, tell them how they're doing. Oh, this guy's open now. Give him the ball. We have to get pressure on these guys. We have to do some type of blitz or something, because we don't have legit pass rushers. We just don't. We're using Beal to just get some type of pressure, and then sometimes Harris will show up in a game and get pressure. We have to get pressure on these quarterbacks, or it's just going to be a long day again. So this is a game. That's all I'm going to say. That's the end of the video. See you guys later. Now, this is a game that now we have 4 more games after this. This is the game that I was going to go down to Miami for. This is the game I was going to come meet up with you guys, do a whole meet up, hang out with you guys at the game. This is the game I was going to come to. After this, we got the Jets, Giants, back-to-back New York games. Hopefully, I can get some footage of the players with you guys. And then we have the end of the season. The end of the season's almost here. 4 more weeks and the season's over, which sucks because I love watching football, even though the season's hard. I'm rambling, and I'm not even talking about the game at hand. Do I think the Dolphins will beat the Philadelphia Eagles? After what I saw against the Cleveland Browns, no. The secondary is just completely decimated. We get no pass rush. It's bad. And then we have no run game. It looks bad. So do I think we'll beat the Philadelphia Eagles? They have a good defensive line. Their secondary is a little banged up, but they still have some star power in their secondary. Their offense, like I said, Zach Ertz, Nelson Aguilar, Alshon Jeffrey. They should pick back up Jay Ajayi. They still have Lane Johnson on that offensive line. It's just, and they're fighting. They're fighting to win their division. They're fighting to still make the playoffs. But again, my heart is saying I'm going to be rooting hard. I'm going to be live streaming this game, so be sure to come hang out. And I'm going to be rooting hard for these Miami Dolphins to play their hardest and to win this game. But if I'm a betting man, no. And it sucks to hear me say that, and it sucks to say it, but it's the truth when you look at the team, when you look at the injuries, how big the IR is, all that stuff. I don't see them beating the Philadelphia Eagles. Can they beat the Philadelphia Eagles? Yes, 100% yes. Yes, they definitely can. They can catch them off, and they can catch them sleeping. But it's going to be a hard-fought game. I want them to. I don't see it happen. I think it'll be like a 27-13 loss. I don't want it to be. We'll see what happens Sunday, but that's what I'm picking. It sucks, but we're too banged up. We're too banged up right now, especially on the secondary, especially after seeing that Browns game where Landry and Odell just did whatever they wanted. Just did whatever they wanted on a practice squad. We literally have practice squad players as starters. We are taking practice squad players from the Seahawks, from all these guys, and starting them. And getting our butts handed to us, handedly. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know your predictions. Give me your 5 things the Dolphins need to do to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Tell me what you think of the game. What is your score? Now, I already can expect you guys telling me that I'm a fake fan, some of you guys, and you're not a true Dolphin fan if you don't think they're going to win. I'm sorry. It's just you watch them play and you break it down and you watch film like I do, and it's just they're struggling because they have no talent. So it's just I want them to, though. I'm not telling you I don't want them to win. I do want them to win, but it's just going to be a hard game. Hard game. Be sure to comment below. If you're an Eagles fan, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a trap game, or because if you guys overlook the Miami Dolphins, I'm telling you, you're going to lose this one. Because as much as I say that they're beat up, they have practice squad players, this team fights. This team is a scrapper. And once we get the talent we need, this team is going to be a winning team. Because look at what we did with the Cleveland Browns. We were getting our asses whipped 28-3, and we came back. All of a sudden, we were 17-28. All of a sudden, people were like, they're down by 11 all of a sudden. Holy crap. So don't take this team lightly. They will punch you in the mouth. It's like the big bully, big guy coming, just pummeling them, and then, yeah, whatever. And then, pop, 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 pop. Step up, and they're all bloodied up like, come on, I'm not done. So this team's a scrappy team. So be sure to comment below. Let me get to one of you guys' comments of the day. This comment comes from Mike. And Mike says to me, in what century do we get a franchise quarterback? Now, I picked this comment because it's a comment and it's a question that we've all been asking for a very long time, especially with this offseason, with the draft coming up, with the whole Tua injury, with the Burrow potentially going #1 to Cincinnati. Are we going to get the 2nd overall pick? There's a whole strength of schedule situation where with the Buffalo Bills winning, it kind of tips it more in the Redskins' favor to get that 2nd overall pick. There's a lot of stuff. So Mike asking, in what century do you think we're going to get that franchise quarterback? And it's a great question. Now, to answer it, I don't know, but I'm going to keep drafting one until I find one. That's what you got to do. Just draft one. He's not working out. Okay, cool. Bring someone in to compete with him. Draft another one. Just you keep finding, you keep looking, and do it correctly. Don't just half-ass it. We've been half-assing it for a very long time with the John Becks, with the Chad Henneys, with the Cleo Lemons, with, you know, do you honestly think that this guy you drafted is a franchise quarterback? No. Then don't waste your time on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very great question, Mike. And we've all been wondering since Dan Marino, when are we going to find a franchise quarterback? People wanted to say we had it in Ryan Tannehill. I gave you guys my thought and my process and my feelings on Ryan Tannehill. If you want to know what it is, go watch the live stream. It was only about a half hour where I talk about Ryan Tannehill. And I think it was Monday or Tuesday, the first live stream, not the Zach Thomas one, the first one. I'll link it at the end of this video, where I talk about Ryan Tannehill and my thoughts on Ryan Tannehill. But yeah, great comment. Thank you, Mike. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Got some retweeting a lot of things. Some of you guys get very angry at me on Twitter, but I still love commenting with you guys, and I still am very happy to talk to you guys. But be sure to follow me on Twitter. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Next week is the start of December, which is the start of Christmas, so we got some Christmas games over there. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. You helped us break 500. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. You have no idea how much that meant to me. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Even though it's going to be a hard game, even though it looks more likely than not we're going to lose it, this team fights. This team's a scrapper. This team will knock you down, and then you'll knock us down, we'll get back up, and then we'll hit you a few more times. I'm telling you. Give this video a thumbs up for that. Give this video a thumbs up because you like the content. I might have made a mistake in putting a video out on Thanksgiving because my picks video did horribly when it came to views. It was bad. So maybe I won't put videos out on holidays. I don't know, but be sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know if you guys were just like, no, we were just busy. Maybe I should have put that on Thanksgiving. But be sure to check that video out because I give you guys a heartfelt thank you because a lot of what I do is because of you guys. Also check out Sportscaster and DolphinsTalk.com. Two very, very great sites I'm associated with. Hit that subscribe button. Ton of stuff planned for you guys. Like I said, no matter the record, no matter how the team's doing, I will break down film. I will give you guys my opinion. I will give you guys my assessment. I will give you guys these videos. Also, don't forget about the promo codes. Holiday 10 and Holiday 20 to get 10 and 20% off my merch. That's the front, and the back says, stay classy, fitness up. So be sure to go grab yourself some merch with the discount. But other than that, I will see you guys Sunday, live. Miami Dolphins versus Philadelphia Eagles. Come hang out. I'll be live at 12:30, a little bit earlier than the game, so we can hang out, set everything up. Hopefully I get a good stream going. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.